Hello, and welcome to Weed and Grub.
Tell everyone what you just did, please. I'm dying.
Put my hoodie on the wrong way around so the hood was over my face and I couldn't see anything.
When you pulled it down and the hood caught your forehead and the hood covered your face, that was one of the best moments of my week so far, catching that.
Oh, nice.
That was so funny because then you had your arms up and you go, oh no.
They got me.
Yeah.
I'm trapped and I can't get out.
Wait, who's they?
The establishment. The patriarchy.
The patriarchy. They want women to put their hoodies on backwards?
That's right.
I had no clue.
Yeah. I mean, if you've ever seen The Handmaid's Tale, they want us blinkered and hooded and compliant and silent and full of babies. That's what they're hoping for. So it felt like a real moment.
Not a leap with Mary Jane. Not a leap.
Never.
Well, what up, Mary Jane?
How's it going, Mike?
Good. Welcome to Weed and Grub, everyone. It's a podcast where one, I'm sorry I lost my voice. Two, it's about comedy,
Cannabis,
cooking,
culture,
calling shit out,
and crushing the patriarchy.
So we'll strap in.
And fun things too.
That would be fun.
Crushing the patriarchy.
Yeah.
I mean, it would truly give me every joy. I would have a great time doing it.
Yeah.
Remember last year when the Dobbs decision came down in June and I hired a personal trainer?
I do remember that.
Yeah.
I only know Dobbs as a tire company.
Oh.
So what are you talking about?
The Dobbs decision is the decision that was made by the U.S. Supreme Court that reversed 50 years of Roe v. Wade being enshrined in federal legislation for guaranteeing women the right to an abortion.
Whoa.
The Dobbs decision is the decision that came down on June 24th last year by the current Supreme Court that took away that right. And 10 months out, we're having some crazy times with abortion bans around the country that are really fucking people over.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're taking that opportunity to have a glass of water because you know I could talk about this forever.
Yo, you said something that made my mouth go dry. My straight up mouth just like disappeared. All this condensation just went and it filled in my cells because you're saying some crazy shit.
It is crazy shit. And it's, not always fun shit, but I don't know. It's what I'm kind of living, breathing, sleeping, and eating right now because of just what's going on sort of, around the country with women. And so making jokes about putting on my hoodie on wrong also leads to that in my brain because I'm like, and it is hard to talk about. Like it really is. And it's, it's uncomfortable and people don't really want to do it. But man, I'm all about it. I'm leaning in.
If we're going to ever do a podcast, we got to create the fucking space to talk about this shit, right?
Yeah.
For real. Otherwise, why are we doing it?
Why are we doing it? I mean, yeah, I like it was actually, I think the day of the Dobbs decision we recorded last June. And I was like, I kind of need to go off about it. And you like totally fucking gave me the space. And producer Mark chimed in the other room, was like, yeah, we're fucking here to hear you talk about how you want to get jacked so you can punch fascists at protests.
Yeah.
And that was really helpful for me. And now, of course, like 10 months later, I haven't gotten jacked yet. But I am like, it was so funny. I was thinking like, oh, I've got to like kind of get back on the workout train because I do foresee myself maybe not throwing punches, but definitely going to protests and showing up physically in some spaces where I would love to feel like I'm in great shape to take care of myself.
Yeah.
Again, I've
to
kind
like
of
really
come around.
march.
Yeah. Because like
yeah.
I think, I did work out with Eris, who was fucking awesome for a minute. And then like we traveled and I ate a lot of ice cream sandwiches and I got off my beaten path to become as jacked as the lumberjack I follow, who I put in my Instagram stories today because she's a female lumberjack and she's the hottest thing I've ever seen.
Ooh, does she do the whole suspenders thing?
She just splits wood wearing tank tops and I don't care.
My mouth's dry again. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, if Gabers ever finds out about her, his fucking Instagram explore page is going to be over. She's the hottest, strongest lumberjack in the world.
That sounds great for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to be like that.
Hell yeah.
So
split some wood.
yeah.
Yeah. I also maybe well, we can change the subject.
We don't need
but
to
I
change
like
the subject.
idea
I
that
like
like
this.
when you talk about like you said Trader Joe's, right?
Yeah.
Ice cream sandwiches. Oh, you said ice cream sandwiches,
Oh,
and Trader Joe's has the best ice cream sandwiches,
Sublime.
hands down,
Full on.
with the tiny chocolate chips pressed into the vanilla with the soft Toll House style cookie on top.
Such a good job.
Oh my God.
Great job, guys.
And it's again, Joe, the patriarchy, ruining you with ice cream sandwiches. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He's trying to keep me fat and in the kitchen. Fuck you, Joe. I'm going to eat your sandwiches and then I'm going to go do a bunch of push-ups. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Listen, I got to get on a regimen because I truly I haven't been drinking alcohol or smoking cigarettes at all. And I have been like making up and I don't know if people are like, ew, gross, she smokes cigarettes. I do sometimes when I drink wine, I will smoke cigarettes and it's like part and parcel of giving up both at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to get away from that and
Yeah.
be, just super on track to be the best fucking healthiest version of myself I can possibly be. So I can't do those things. But ice cream sandwiches are filling a gap. They're filling a gap.
Yep.
Yeah. So now I need to wean myself off the ice cream sandwiches. We'll see what's coming next.
Fill that gap in.
Yeah. I mean, I did bring speaking of Trader Joe's, some other cookies, not ice cream cookies, but just regular cookies to try because I don't know. This is my joy right now. I'm like snacking and hanging. I've got these maple pancake snaps from Trader Joe's.
Pancake inspired butter cookies.
I mean, I thought we should try them on the podcast. Didn't that seem like a good thing to try?
What? Yeah. Why are we recording? Let's just eat some snacks and kick it.
I'm so glad that Natasha and Sarah just both got us perfectly stoned before we recorded too.
I'm fucking ripped.
Check out Not For Nothing. Sarah and Natasha have an awesome podcast shooting here in Petty Cash Studios, and I was just a guest on there. We smoked with them before starting up here. So thanks, guys.
Cool, man. I'm gonna try. I'm so high. I'm gonna try a maple pancake Trader Joe cookie.
Okay, great. How is that hitting you? Does it taste like a maple pancake? I guess I could just try my own. Here we go. Oh no, it's too dry. Right off the top.
It is a good cookie, but it's not a stoner cookie.
Nope.
It's a very good, if you like to have white wine at 6:30 every night cookie.
There's a cookie for that?
There's a cookie for that, and it's this maple dry pancake.
I didn't know there was white wine at 6:30 cookies.
Oh,
that seems
man.
insane.
Tea time.
Who is that person?
Tea time.
No.
All the British.
No, the Brits don't drink. The Brits have been drinking since noon first. Wine does not happen at 6:30.
Oh, so tea time is more of a different kind of break.
Tea time, you don't know what tea time. Mark is pointing at himself. I'm not sure what are you pointing? Oh, tea. Oh, he's white wine at 6:30.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay. So you're the Pinot Grigio bottoms up at 6:30. I hear you. So tea time. Do you really not know what tea time is?
Tea time's around 4:30, and it's a big tray with different sandwiches. Some big, well, all small actually.
Some
and
big.
And you have
There's a hoagie over here.
The American tea time. Oh, that's
just a
wonderful.
platter of hoagies
Yeah.
and some Diet Pepper.
Yep.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry to
And just,
interrupt your description.
No, and it has like a big tub of mayonnaise for you to dunk in, stuff like that.
A Dunkin' tub?
A Dunkin' tub of mayo. Yeah.
Yes, this would be
That's American
Missouri
tea time.
time.
Specifically, yeah. No shit.
I don't know what other states I could say that about, but since you're from there, I figure like you could hop in to defend Missouri if it needs to be defended.
There's no. Two, it's some redneck fucking big fat shit. Like,
okay.
Fuck it, man.
Well, tea time.
Not my kind of people in most of Missouri. That's
Okay.
just how that is.
All right. I mean, there's so many cool people that I've met from Missouri, but I guess none of them are there. So
What are you saying?
they left Missouri is what I'm saying.
Come on now.
Tea time. So as you're reaching for this other cookie, which is my other favorite, Trader Joe's, these sprinkles walk into a sandwich cookie. Now these sandwich cookies would be excellent for tea time because tea time is little sandwiches. Sometimes high tea does have a tray. We did just see on Top
You're
Chef.
so slick.
What are you talking about?
I put that cookie on top of the thing for myself.
Yeah.
And somehow it's in your hand.
Yeah.
Because you just started talking and swiped it at one. I didn't even realize. You basically pickpocketed the watch right off my wrist, but it's a cookie.
That's right. I'm a cookie. Fucking thief.
That was so fucking slick, Mary
Smooth as
Jane.
fuck. Uh-huh.
God damn, I'll reach for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Why don't you help yourself?
I had one topic, but we can keep riffing if you
I
want.
just wanted to finish what tea time actually is, which is not white wine at 6:30. It's earlier. It doesn't have booze. And it has tiny sandwiches and scones with clotted cream and stuff. But real tea time was a break for I believe like the working class when they would have their main meal of the day at lunch. And that was called dinner, was actually at lunchtime.
Oh,
this is how I grew up. Like where I grew up, you have breakfast, dinner, and supper.
And I would say skip breakfast always. Have 2 lunches and 2
Not
dinners.
if you're working in a factory, you gotta have breakfast.
Well, right, but by name, I mean.
But you gotta have breakfast, and then dinner is your midday meal, and then supper is a light meal before you go to bed. So tea time is kind of in there to like get you through the day. Is really what it's about.
I don't know anyone who's on that kind of schedule.
Well, not anymore, because we don't work in factories.
Yeah, that's true. Like the idea of like a light dinner being like making sense. You can wake up the next day and get back at it.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Or like farmers, because you start work at like 5 a.m. and you like have whatever it is, just like get you through the morning, and then you come home at like noon and you eat a huge fucking meal, and then you go back out from work for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're so bored right now. I can see your eyes like going away.
No, because you're making me think of how to become a lumberjack.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet it's that kind of shit. I bet you got to get up early.
Mm-hmm.
You got to eat like a big lunch with some carbs and some protein.
Mm-hmm.
Not really a lot of vegetables because you ain't trying to like go back home in the middle of the day. You're trying to like keep it sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a
hard
female
work. That's a hard work diet schedule is what that is.
Yeah, I'm full on that eating schedule right now, as evidenced by the fact that I just ate 2 cookies and it's like 3:00 in the afternoon. I want to be like this Russian weightlifter who I follow. She's amazing. And she's like, I don't want to be, I can't even remember how she says it, but she says like, I don't want to be muscular to look good.
No,
I want to be muscular to fight like a bear is what she actually says. And she's just like yoked. And I find that exciting.
Damn, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. It's hot.
Damn. Heck yeah. Like this is my kind of fucking up, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Eating cookies and talking about getting strong and powerful and changing the world.
Yeah.
I'm down with it. That's real nice. Also, this second cookie, the 3 sprinkles, these sprinkles walk into a sandwich cookie. It's called These Sprinkles Walk into a Sandwich Cookie.
And I've brought it to every single function that I've been to in the last, I brought it on the High and Mighty live stream that we did with Gabrus.
Yeah.
I brought it to a dinner party last week that I went to.
Same box, new box.
I have an extra box in my car. No. I'm bringing these as like a host gift.
Oh, you're coming strapped with these.
Yeah. Instead of a bottle of wine, I'm bringing these cookies.
Wow. I can't think of a better ringing endorsement for a cookie than that.
They're fucking good.
Wow. These sprinkles walk into a sandwich.
Yeah. It's just kind of decadent. It tastes like birthday cake. I'm into like that super, like it's over the top sweet. It's too sweet actually. But it's, I think again, like filling that hole of like what I'm not doing right now, which is drinking white wine at 6:30 with Mark.
Well, let me ask you this. So actually, we've never talked about this for our stonedness before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer one meal that just punches you in the fucking face with like butter and salt and umami, and then followed by a dessert that is just the pop off of too much sugar, which means there's no room for anything after this sugar necessarily? Would you rather something like that, or to like eat some delicious snacky things all throughout the night and just kind of like keep the train moving, but the salty savory sweetness is kind of, more of a stream than a tsunami?
I'm a grazer all day.
You graze.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love a heavy fucking meal that knocks my dick off.
I know you do.
Yeah. I like to be uppercutted by food.
Yeah.
And then I'm done with it because I just got TKO'd.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. And you like to like kind of check out the field.
Yeah. And I will, because I know, I mean, we've like hung out for movie nights together where like we'll get a bunch of takeout and you'll just go until you're done, and then the dessert comes out, and then I kind of know that's like you're shutting it down.
Yep.
But I will generally like even hop around from the sweet back to the savory.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I love, like I was just hanging on a rooftop with some friends last week, and we had meat and cheese, and I had brought these cookies, and there was some other sweets, and there was like some falafel and some hummus, and it was like this amazing spread. And I love the fact that we all smoked a joint, and then we just ate with no concern for what was going into our mouths versus sweet versus savory at any time. Like I would eat a cookie, and then I would reach over and grab a piece of salami and put some goat cheese on it, and then I would have like, a handful of like honey roasted almonds. And it was just fantastic. There was no judgment. It was just 4 friends hanging out on a rooftop, like putting stuff in our mouths.
You love a picnic.
Yeah, I do love a picnic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the style of a picnic.
And you like
America's tea time.
You like the like, I don't know, like the what's the fighting where there's no rules and people hurt each other? MFA?
My world, my mind.
MMA?
Oh, MMA.
You're people are just raging in the ring inside your head right now, punching each other in the dick.
Fucking twisted, man.
Oh my God.
Ah.
No, you just like going until you have to be like wheeled out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm a cross between the pigs in Spirited Away.
Okay.
The mother father who's turned into pigs, and the guy on Monty Python wwho has an after dinner mint.
Just a waffathin dinner mint,
Yes.
sir. Mr. Creosote.
Mr. Creosote. Exactly.
I can't eat another bite. Oh man, that's good stuff. Good times.
Yeah. That's me.
What do we got here at Petty Cash Studios? We've got some photos. If you're watching our YouTube, go check us out. And we are now streaming live on Twitch on Mondays when we're recording as well, thanks to producer Mark. So check us out on all the platforms where you can look at us as well as hear us. What's this going on here, Mike? It's a picture of a toothbrush.
I was at your place. We were going to a function. I apologize because I would never want anyone to see me brush my teeth. It's a private thing. And I came around the corner and I should have known you were brushing your teeth because we were going to this thing. And when I looked though, I invaded a private moment of you brushing your teeth. And I don't mean like it was like crazy. I just mean like
wasn't
brushing.
like putting a tampon in or anything.
Yeah. 2 things at once, 2 hands. Wow. That's a real pat your head, rub your belly.
Yeah. Brushing my teeth and putting a tampon in?
Yeah.
I've never in my life. No woman on the planet has ever brushed her teeth while putting a tampon in at the same time.
You don't think so?
You got to stop the toothbrushing to handle the.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to duet this? I don't know the rules.
It'd be cool if you tried to do it. People would be so excited. They'd be like, he's so progressive.
Yeah.
Mike Glazer tried to put a tampon in while brushing his teeth. It would totally go viral. Anyway.
Oh my God. I don't want the kind of comments you get on your fucking It's the Mayo. I already screwed myself once by saying, oh, you should whisk that. And everyone's like, you're a fucking fool.
It was amazing. People came for you so hard when you commented that I should whisk the dressing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great because it was like it's a video that like a lot of people were weighing in on, and then people were just jumping on you. And I was like, no, he's a friend. It's okay.
Right.
He's an ally. But no, they were like, not here for that, dude.
I know, which is good. I don't mind adding. I'll add to anyone who I believe in's algorithm as a troll if they want me to, just to bring that heat inside, you know?
Great.
Yeah.
Love it. So, okay, you invaded my private toothbrushing moment.
Saw you.
Yeah,
and it was right at the beginning of you brushing your teeth.
Okay. I'd put my tampon in, evidently.
You put the water on the brush and then put the toothpaste on after you put the water on the brush.
Okay.
And then you brushed your teeth. And that's when I was like, I got to get out of here.
Why?
Because you wet the toothpaste.
Why would I wash the toothpaste off the brush that I just put it on?
You use a strong stream when you wet the brush?
No. But there's no point. Yeah, there's no point in like wetting the toothpaste because the toothpaste is going to get wet in my mouth with my saliva and the water on the brush. It's like a little moisture sandwich.
Wow.
You're crazy. You're weird. That's like refrigerating peanut butter. You're doing it entirely wrong, Mike.
I like it that way because I can roll it into balls easier. One, because
roll
it won't
into
spread.
Balls?
Yeah, peanut butter won't spread when it's in the fridge, but you can roll it into balls and pop them in your mouth. One. Two, I think that watering the toothpaste activates the toothpaste. I think it gets excited because it knows saliva's coming and that starts breaking down the cell walls. And next thing you know, your active toothpaste hits that saliva and it's magic.
You think that your toothpaste actually has like a chemical property where the water does something to it and it changes it? It like transmogrifies it before you put it in your mouth.
Yes.
What fucking Harry Potter toothpaste are you using?
Tom's.
Tom's? Why do you have such nice teeth? That's like impossible.
I know Tom's is shit.
Are you secretly using something else and you're saying Tom's because they're paying you? Because you do not have Tom's teeth. Okay? Tom's of Maine is not a good
teeth, huh?
Yeah. Listen. No, not crooked. I have crooked teeth, but like Tom's of Maine does not get your teeth looking nice. They're not good. Like I had a dentist once tell me of all of the teeth and mouths that he saw, he was like, the ones that are always the worst, use Tom's, and I never have to ask.
Yeah.
So sorry, Tom's. You don't have Tom's.
No. The warning on Tom says like, it'll make you think it's okay.
Right. Warning, not real toothpaste.
Concentrate. Toothpaste from Concentrate. Yeah.
I used to use that charcoal powder. Have you ever used that crazy black charcoal powder?
I'm not doing blackface in my mouth.
It doesn't look great. It's true.
It doesn't look great.
It's true. It's not. It doesn't look great. It's very scary. It's also a weird feeling because it's like grit. Like, have you ever brushed your teeth with like just straight baking soda when you've run out of toothpaste?
Yes.
It's like that same. It's a freaky feeling.
Yeah.
I kind of enjoy it when I'm high. Like like a weird, grit on my teeth can be kind of entertaining when I'm stoned. Like this cookie, for instance.
Would you try activating the toothpaste before?
No, dude, you are crazy. Producer Mark is saying that his wife Sheena uses a clay toothpaste. That's bentonite clay. That stuff's crazy.
What?
I don't even know. It's very clean living, clean eating, good for your body.
I just see her opening her mouth and it looks like mud.
Oh, yeah. I go to CVS and I get whatever is 2 for $1 on sale, and I usually buy 4, and it's usually like the Scope whitening or whatever, like Crest or Colgate. But
Which one do you believe in more?
I don't need to activate any of them, and
I didn't want to get to this part.
Crest. I'm a Crest girl. What?
The part where you say that you don't want to activate your toothpaste. So I tried to interrupt so that you wouldn't say the part that goes against my, and then you were like, I'm plowing through, fuck you.
I don't need to activate my toothpaste. I put the little toothbrush and I get the bristles wet, and then the toothpaste goes right. Like, dude, what are you talking about?
It's so wild. Please, everyone, let us know.
Is this like that banana thing where everyone does it the other way and
Everyone's
I'm like, you're
fucking
crazy
with
and
it.
everyone's on your side?
It's been real nice to get a lot of messages about how people open a banana and use a spoon and the peel as a cutting board to pour into your cereal.
Straight up, I saw another podcast with 2 dudes talking, and they were talking about opening a banana, and one of them broke it in half. And I was like, they straight up saw Weed and Grub and ganked that from us.
They did.
know they did.
Fuck yes, they did.
But I'm still mind blown. So, okay, anyone listening to this, anywhere in the world, do you truly think that you need to put water on your toothpaste to activate it first? Or is Mike insane?
No.
Those are your choices.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Water activates the toothpaste, or do you sandwich the toothpaste between waters? Right. You sandwich the water.
I sandwich the toothpaste between the water on the bristles and my mouth. Yes.
Okay. Sandwiches and activation.
All right. Let's hear it. I mean, write to us. So we've got all of DMs.
And make it handwritten.
Yeah.
I'm sick of these fucking emails and DMs. Write us a letter.
Oh my God. We've had some letters over the years.
Not in pen.
It would be nice to have another letter. You can mail it to Mike at, what's your address?
1319 North Fairfax Avenue, apartment 6, 90046.
Nice.
Fuck you, Mark.
We can
Who
bleep
cares?
that if you want to.
No, I don't. Grow up.
Or you can grow up. Oh, I fucking hate that. That's so triggering to me.
I know. I'm sorry.
Bro, do not with that.
I was saying it jokingly, but I hear you on any tip.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, those are the 2 worst words that I feel like you can say to anyone ever at any time to make them hate you.
Yeah.
Grow up. I had a person tell me to grow up just in the Instagram comments, and I was fucking bent out of shape.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's just like a weird petty little dig. Number one, like, what are we talking? Nobody's a child. We are all adults. We're all having a conversation. And I don't know. It just felt like such a weird, I don't even know why it triggers me so much. Do you have the same reaction to it? If someone told you to grow up?
Well, for me, it's childhood shit where I wanted to be a grown up so badly that like pleasing the adults around me was more important to me than actually like having an opinion or thinking my own thoughts. It was more like, how will these people like me? Mm-hmm. And so now when I hear it, I immediately think about looking up to everyone and just being like small. And I don't like feeling small. So hearing like grow up makes me feel small.
Interesting.
Yeah.
For me, it's related directly to sexism, and that comment was actually from a woman who told me to grow up. So it wasn't like she thought she was being sexist, but it's just like that. Like, the thing you're talking about is meaningless. It's so dismissive. You know what I mean? And her comment was about, I don't fucking abortion probably or whatever. She was like, grow up, and I was like, this is grown up. We were talking about grown up shit.
Yeah. I
want to come over to your house and I want to hurt you for saying that. I really am triggered by it. So don't tell me to grow up. What's the next picture? Mike's willing to sit with me being uncomfortable. Oh, here's something I was truly told to grow up about. Mike bought me something at Seth Rogen's houseplant sample sale that was not what I expected. So what did you think this was when you were purchasing said object for me at the houseplant sample sale, Mike?
I thought it was candlesticks.
Mm-hmm.
And they are candlesticks.
No, they're not.
But they're not candlesticks.
Correct.
But they say houseplant candlesticks.
Correct.
They are two candles connected by the wick, which I and many other people think are candlesticks. Yet, data shows, if we're going to play that game, if we're going to play the data game, data shows that candlestick is not a candlestick.
Oh my God, you don't even, I just came in my pants hearing you say that. Thank you very much. You went to the sample sale and were kind enough to kind of shop for me because you knew that I was like super into all of the, I love the houseplant stuff. It's fantastic. And
nope, you can't.
No,
Come
please.
on.
What?
Come on.
What are you commanding me?
I'm trying to get away from saying something nice and then saying something mean. Like I love houseplant, but like, yo, that's not a candlestick. That's so crazy.
How do you want to tell the story?
Well, it's just that like, of course we love houseplant. They're the best celebrity brand in the world. They're the only celebrity brand I fuck with.
Okay.
But you put a curse on me and Billy, and how everywhere I look are candles.
Hear you tell the story.
I'm just bummed because I was wrong.
I want you to stand the fuck up for yourself and say that you were right.
So I was right, but I was wrong. And that's the problem, Mary Jane. You look things up and then you use that information to make a claim that is correct.
People are still yelling at me about this, Mike. It is not definitively decided. That's what I'm saying is you can fight to the death on this hill. Like there is no definitive. I thought that these candlesticks, okay, just to give everyone the context. Mike went to the sample sale. He did what I was trying to say was a nice thing, but then he came for me. So leave that aside. Mike bought me some fucking candlesticks and it doesn't matter why. But I was trying to shop through his text message photographs and I was like, he said they have candlesticks. And I was like, oh my God, I love candlesticks. I would love a set of candlesticks. Thank you so much. He delivered the bag of stuff to my house and I was taking them all out of the bag and I opened the candlesticks. And I was like, these are not candlesticks. These are wax taper candles. What's happening? It was a Saturday afternoon. I posted a fucking Instagram reel about it. And people went crazy. I also shared it to Facebook, which I have to say was where a lot of the debate happened around this.
It did.
People were bored on a Saturday. And people, including Natalie, friend Natalie, who listens to the podcast, were like, hey, dum-dum, those are candlesticks. They're candles shaped like sticks. And I was like, I feel insane because my whole entire grown-ass life and childhood, my whole life, candlesticks are the things that you put a candle into. And Natalie and the rest of the internet, and you evidently on tour with Billy, were like, no, dum-dum, that's a candle holder. And I was like, okay. So I just went on with my day feeling like kind of humbled and like I had learned something that I'd just always been wrong. It was like I used to pronounce the word misled. I used to say misled.
Right. And you say instead of shown.
I used to say it the Canadian way, Sean. Now I know. I'm in America. I got to adapt. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess I've just been wrong my whole life. These are candlesticks.
Yep.
And the things that I thought Mike was getting me were candle holders. And then
they hold the sticks.
Right. The candle holder holds the candlestick. And then a bunch of people were like, hold up, girl. I got you. Wikipedia says a candlestick is a metal or glass object designed to hold a candle. And we were off to the races. I have posted 4 videos about this on my Instagram, not part 1, 2, 3, and 4 about people pouring in. People. One woman told me to go fuck myself. A woman I have never met, Karen something.
That's
truly
crazy.
Told me go fuck yourself and blocked me on Facebook over this raging debate. And listen, the truth is that Merriam-Webster, the Oxford Dictionary, a bunch of other places define a candlestick as the object that holds a candle. These would be wax tapers. In some places, they are also called candlesticks, but the accepted definition of candlestick is the object that holds a candle. And the fucking punch of like the 1-2 knockout fucking fuck you, I'm right punch was, what does the weapon include, bitches?
Fucking what a mic drop.
What is the weapon include? You think it's a wax taper? No, dum-dum. It's a fucking candlestick. So look, if you're watching our YouTube, I don't think you can, yeah. I made crazy videos about it. I went insane. Here's one of them on the screen of me losing my mind.
Yeah, look, it's fucking zooms in on your face next to the word wrench.
I green screen it. I'm zooming in it. I look insane. But I was like, I cannot. People, women and men alike, old and young, everyone coming for me different. No, you're an idiot. Oh my God, I didn't know this. How could they? I mean, it was a true candle brouhaha. And this is the final chapter. Today, I texted you about this, Mike, because I thought you were behind this.
Oh, I'd never apologize.
Not on this podcast, you won't. But there's a curse on you that you need lifted. So I thought this was part of it.
There is. Everywhere Billy and I look, we're seeing candles, and we never notice candles.
So you have to say what you and Billy were up to during this whole candle thing.
Okay,
I was texting with you about it.
Well, yeah, because we came for you because we were on the road doing gateway shows, and you and I saw all the hubbubaloo, and I showed it to Billy, and we were both like, she's fucking dumb. And
what
so
a dumb
we started,
bitch.
What a dumb bitch, man. And so we started like talking shit about you.
Because you were like, those are wax candles are candlesticks.
Yeah. And then I started commenting on the IG, and so did Billy. And then we're texting you like funny, what we think is funny because we're kind of like making fun of you stuff. Mm-hmm. Then turns out we were wrong. And so now him and I emailed you because we're seeing candles everywhere. He sent me a picture. He's in a store he's never been in. There shouldn't be candles in the store, and there's fucking candles there. I went over to your place, and there was candles, like new fresh candles.
Beautiful
all
candles.
over. I was like, what the fuck? We're cursed. So Billy and I emailed you, Dear Mary Jane, and we laid out a 5-point plan onto why we should not be cursed anymore.
Yes.
And you wrote back, love the plan. Here's my plan. You fuck around, you find out. Take care, Mary Jane. And I was like, God damn.
It was a very fun email thread. Billy, you're fucked. And you're never going to get away from the curse. And it was so funny because the picture that you guys sent that Billy had seen in some random, I don't know where he was, but it said wax tapers.
Yes.
Printed out. I was like, yes, bitches.
Like, it's like a zoo qualification for like a type of penguin.
Yeah.
A wax taper.
Wax tapers. They're not candlesticks. Also, Seth Rogen, what are you doing? I mean, you're Canadian. I have high hopes that you would know what a candlestick is, dude. Okay. Final chapter of the Candlestick Saga, perhaps, or who knows? Maybe this will go forever, and it's your private hell, Mike.
Well, it has to, because this is like still unsolved.
It is unsolved. Today, a mystery package showed up at my home, and I busted it open, and it's these 3 beautiful glass candlesticks. But very unsatisfyingly, no note. I have no idea who they're from. And also the package did not say candlesticks. It just says glassware, which was very frustrating. But I got mailed random candlesticks as a gift by someone.
Also
I don't know who
known
it
as
is.
Glassware.
Also known as glassware. And thank you, whoever this was. I will
you got
track
a secret
you down.
admirer.
Thank you. I thought it was you and Billy trying to get out of the curse. Yeah, boy, it was a heated debate, you know?
Pretty wild. That's my favorite way to spend a weekend, is doing a long something.
It was so silly.
It's fun.
And I had such a good time with it. It was really fun. Like doing the parts 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then like just seeing it on Facebook, and like friends of my sisters in Port Townsend going crazy. Like there was some dude who came onto my candle video and said, "Nobody cares, Karen." And then our friend Ike hopped in and he was like, "Having looked at your profile, Sebastian, it seems that nobody cares about you, while this video has 6 million views or whatever, 6,000 views." And it was just like, yeah, people are getting into it in my defense because of my candlesticks.
It's crazy. Are you going to use the Seth Rogens? What are you going to do? Make a PSA?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a PSA.
They've got to stay intact, and I'm going to return. I mean, you can't return them because you got them at that sample sale, but like I'm going to hang on to them until he comes on this podcast. And then I'm going to...
little gotcha journalism.
Yeah, I'll be like, "Hey, Seth, you think I could murder you with this?" And then it's just, that's the interview. He'll leave.
Or the lights go out. We wake up. Lights go on.
Oh no, someone murdered Seth with a wax taper.
With a wax taper.
Impossible.
He's choked out by the wick.
I mean,
we're
not making death threats, Seth. We are actually truly asking you to come on the podcast and be a friend of Weed and Grub. But
well, if you like that bit, you should.
They're wax tapers.
She can't leave it alone.
Oh my goodness.
No wonder you like Steve Albini.
Yeah, talking about like random funny and cool and famous people. Steve Albini just made me laugh so hard on Twitter that I wanted to share it because I know you know him.
He's cool.
I can't believe
More
you
cool
fucking
than cool.
know Stephen Albini.
Steve Albini and Heather Winna, Chicago. Donate to Heather Winna's Chicago Kids Charity. They give Christmas gifts to kids, mostly in the form of money and bills and books. It's really good. And Steve Albini.
Steve Albini.
Who can cook like a motherfucker and play poker like a motherfucker too.
Which I've only learned from knowing you and from following him on Twitter. Of course, he's the fucking legendary producer, rock and roll producer of all fucking time. He produced Nevermind, one of my favorite albums of all time.
It's cool that people will know who he is from Twitter and then retroactively discover him because of how good he is at Twitter.
Right.
It's the kind of thing where new generations will find him and then find out who he is, and there's no way to lose.
Well, that's what happened with this fucking dum-dum. I like saying dum-dum. This dum-dum. Charlie Carroll, who I believe is a poker player. And Steve had responded to one of Charlie's tweets, something to do with trans rights. And Steve had I don't have the original tweet that Charlie had tweeted, but it was something obviously that Steve was like, just took fucking issue with. And he was like, you're not willing to have a conversation in good faith because you call it, quote, transmania. I don't know what the original quote is. So sorry, that's not contextualized here. But the funny thing is. Not a great
word. We can agree that's not a great word.
Yeah. And
I don't need context to know I don't dig that word.
For me, Albini's bulletproof. Albini's like Roxanne Gay. You're like, whatever they say, I also think they're a North Star. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I mean, I don't know, but generally, I guess saying I don't want to like fangirl out too hard. But anyway, he had just responded. And then this dude, Charlie Carroll, retweeted it and said, this guy is paying for likes and follows, right? Engagement analytics on this are nonsensical. And then Steve Albini just replied, this is legitimately the funniest thing anybody has ever said about me. And it just fucking tickled me so much because then this guy
it blew up.
It blew the fuck up. And then this dude, Charlie Carroll, just lost his mind. And he was like, who are you? I don't even fucking know. And he was like, it's outperforming every other creator for some reason. You're clearly. And Albini was like, he says, consider just maybe that you're framing as an example of you kicking yourself in the dick. And then when people see that pointed out, they think, hey, yeah, and click like. But then people below that are just fucking dogpiling this guy. Yes, Steve Albini, who famously just wants people's approval because he is so super famously the dude who was like, I don't want fucking notoriety. I don't want to be anything but like an artist and chilling and doing shit on my own time, on my own terms.
His talent and business practices, his talent as a producer, second to none. Fucking people trust him. He trusts them. They make great fucking iconic records. Secondly, the way he works with artists is second to none in an industry full of sharks, snakes, and dishonest people.
And it's not about clout. Like this dude who was like, yeah, right. The guy who said he'd rather crawl over rusty razor blades than sign a major record deal is clout chasing. Like Steve Albini is the literal last person to buy any fucking engagement, likes, or follows. So this dude fucked around and found out in a very funny way. And I just thought I was like, Mike knows him. I want to talk about that on the pod.
Yeah. He's a real don't fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, for real, check out his Instagram and Heather's because the food that they make is insane. He can cook like a motherfucker.
The fucking coolest.
Yeah.
And in Chicago.
Yeah. When we were hanging out there, it was like midnight and I was just catching up with Heather because I hadn't seen him in a while. And he just brought her like this gooey egg sandwich on toast with butter. You know what I'm saying?
A midnight love sandwich?
Oof. It was awesome.
That's a love sandwich.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And
the news.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, well, if Steve would ever come on the pod, if we ever maybe end up in Chicago doing anything and we could have him and Heather on the pod, that would be a dream.
Okay. And then we'll go to Girl and Goat.
Sweet. And then we'll talk to Stephanie.
Izard?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's her joint, right?
Yeah, it is.
Sweet.
Yeah, that would be real fun.
Grub Gazette?
We have to.
We kind of do. People listen to us to get the news, I think.
They do.
Is that something that happens?
It's just that I'm having a great time. And sometimes the news is like, this is why I don't read, you know?
Sure. Well, I'm here to be a bummer. So if you're just tuning into Weed and Grub for the first time, that's what we do. Mike is funny and I am a drag.
Funny.
So Grub Gazette this week, I actually became aware of this because of our friends over at Beer Bros Farms. If you don't follow them on IG, they're a great follow for weed news and just generally like finger on the pulse of everything good in cannabis. And they had written about this. So I pulled up the story from the Tampa Bay Times. The headline is Pinellas judge denies defendant's use of medical marijuana, suggests Xanax instead. So this judge, Dorothy Vaccaro, told a 21-year-old woman that she probably wasn't suffering from PTSD or cancer and therefore shouldn't use medical marijuana. And when this woman who was in front of her in the court, this Dorothy Vaccaro is a judge, and she was at a court hearing, and the woman was like, I use it to treat my anxiety. And this judge said anxiety wasn't a sufficient reason to take medical marijuana and that she should instead consider Xanax, a benzodiazepine that is highly fucking addictive and has insane, widely known, really fucking awful side effects.
One of them being more pills.
Yeah. So this woman, Judge Dorothy Vaccaro, is not a doctor. She's a fucking Pinellas County judge. And she was giving this medical advice to this woman who was in front of her, who was not a fucking patient. She was a defendant in a misdemeanor DUI case. And it's just crazy. You know, Florida has a medical marijuana program. I think there's fucking tons of problems with it that we don't need to get into.
She's not a doctor.
But there's 800,000 Floridians
who
have medical marijuana cards. And this woman is a judge. And she feels like she has the...
What are you doing, Judge?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Find a doctor.
If you have a medical marijuana recommendation that's legal under the state fucking program and you go in front of a judge, the judge should not be able to question your use of that state legal medical fucking prescription any more than they should be able to question you having a prescription for any other drug, right?
Yeah, especially one prescribed by a judge.
Yeah. I know. That's a good point to just keep making.
Yeah.
She's a judge.
Let everyone continue to realize it's a law.
She's a judge.
It's a law person, not a medical person.
Not a medical person.
Just saying.
Yeah. She said anxiety can be done a different way through Xanax, right? So they can deal with that way. And there's a drug that they can give you. The woman's lawyer evidently told the judge his client would get on Xanax.
Of course.
Unfortunately, that's how that ended. So this is newly being reported. It's from a recording from a January 12th hearing that was obtained by the Tampa Bay Times. I guess they're breaking this news a couple months after this actually happened. But like, it's just so fucked that, I mean, this is the deal, right? That people are still fighting to have their legally prescribed medicine recognized as something that is in the same pantheon as any other, thing that you take to moderate your mood or treat pain or anything like that. Like, it's just nuts.
Agreed. We need our own anonymous. We need people who know how to use a VPN to follow the money, to see why people like this judge are making medical decisions like Xanax. Like, I want to know who else she's friends with, who
she's
her
a judge
deal
in
is.
Florida, so
like, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why we need weed anonymous.
Cesspool.
We need hackers who care about weed, who want to bust open the fucking system and show what hypocrisy really looks like in the weed community. We need our own Guy Fawkes VPN using people to bust this bitch up.
I hear you on that, and I agree with you on that. I also think that Anonymous is not successful at anything they do, and they're constantly dropping those videos with the person in that fucking mask and being like, "Look out, we're coming for you," and then nothing happens. So
But why? I'm not asking for a carbon copy. I'm asking for our own. I think
we need a more successful version.
Yeah. Okay. Let's add
Snoop
that.
could get on this.
Yeah. I'm with that. That's a good point. Let me clarify with that asterisk.
I just wish Anonymous were more successful. You know what I mean?
Totally.
We need some weed smoking Anonymous to get shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Better version. Understood and good call.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, that news story wasn't as bad as I thought, except for the judge and the Xanax.
Yeah. I mean, she's just one of them. Just Florida right now is so crazy. I can't even begin to imagine what it's like to live there. It's just a crazy
Do you
place.
think that Florida is its own island, or do you think it is literally shaped like the head of a match, and that fire has been lit and that match is going to carry through the rest of the United States?
Ideologically, you mean? Or are you talking about the physical shape of Florida? Because it kind of does look like a match hanging down.
That's what I was wondering. It looks like a match.
So if someone actually lit Florida on fire, would it in fact light the rest of the United States on fire? I don't know. Who would blow that out from space? Maybe Andrew Tate, because he's up there.
Oh, word.
Remember? We shot him through the ozone hole. On a rocket.
I forgot we did for 10,000 points.
That's right. Yeah, I guess if you lit Florida on fire, who would blow it out? I mean, where's that going to spread to? I guess it would have to get all the way north to New York before someone would really like huff and puff and blow that fire out, right?
Yeah, but I don't think it would go that way. I think it would go towards the middle.
Who would blow out that fire first?
Towards the corn where the good burning is.
Hmm.
Oh, Chicago.
Chicago would burn. Okay.
Nice,
maybe,
Mark.
Maybe it just turns the entire country of the United States or the lower 48 into black ash. And then it's just Canada and Alaska. And we're like, woohoo.
I can finally move there.
Florida lit on fire. Now everything's gone.
Yeah. Come to Alaska. It's the best place on earth.
It really is.
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to move there. I'm done.
Okay.
I want to move to Alaska.
I'm going to Lisbon to check it out. For real.
Is there Lisbon, Alaska?
No, there's just Lisbon,
Are you just
Portugal.
talking about something you're into?
Yep.
Ah.
I'm talking about like if we're going to leave the shores of this country and you're going to go to, well, I guess you're still going to be in the US, but you'd be up in Alaska, which is so different.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I want to go and check out Portugal.
Mm.
Decriminalized drugs, great food, amazing culture, beautiful art, a weird economy where everything is still kind of affordable. Near Spain.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
I'll
great
come
cheese.
visit.
Yeah, definitely.
Great cheese. Okay.
Great cheese.
What's
Mhm.
this picture?
Oh, we got a little off track there. This is from this week's fellowship because I just want to give updates generally in what I'm learning in my University of Vermont program. This week was all about post-harvest cannabis processing. And it was, of all of the weeks, I think the one that truly broke my brain the most because we've learned about biology and chemistry and chemical compounds and agriculture and law and policy. This was the most sort of like the deepest dive, honestly. There was a 75-minute seminar that was just all about the different methods of extraction. And there are so many and so many ways to extract various compounds from weed. And this was just one slide that I thought was really interesting because it just basically shows how, like, when you're extracting cannabis, it really is important how you grow it because you're not just extracting cannabinoids, you're extracting everything that's in the plant, including like mold and pests and heavy metals and contaminants and all that sort of stuff. So it's just like something that's really interesting to think about when you're growing.
There's even business practices on here as part of that. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I've never thought of it that way.
It was really, really incredible to sort of like listen through this whole seminar with this guy who is just so excited about extraction. And so it was really fascinating. Like he kept you really held and he was talking about like all of the best practices for cultivation and extraction in order to have a viable cannabis business. It was like, I was like, man, anyone taking this course and class right now who's actually in it to start a cannabis business, a plant touching business, which I'm not, I'm just here to learn about it so I can write about it better. I was like, this course is going to light some fires. It's really exciting.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really neat.
Would you consider writing anything about this kind of thing?
For sure. I'm going to look for a lot of stuff to pitch out after this whole fellowship. But this whole world of extraction. This is a crazy way
to think about weed.
It was so neat because I remember years ago when I had one of my first assignments for Rolling Stone, I wrote about vape pens and I went to our friend Nima at Cannabiotics and I was like, can you just talk to me about the various forms of extraction? Yeah. And he talked to me about distillate versus live resin and all that kind of stuff. And he was like, it was great because he was very, like he had a great with words and he said distillate was like hot dog water. And that's always stuck with me, like things that'll stick in my non-science brain for that kind of stuff. And, so yeah, this was just another cool sort of layer of knowledge to learn about all of the different, mechanical extractions, which are the like solvents, basically the solventless. So like rosin and hash and all that kind of stuff versus like all the closed loop extractions that use solvents like butane and ethanol and yeah.
The exciting thing about learning all the words that you're saying that I'm familiar with from going to grows with you is thinking about those words in terms of I have this much money to start a business.
Right.
So where are my biggest margins within those words? How can I exploit those margins with like efficiency and care? But what products do I need to like make distillate if that's my first option to grow something? Like, you know what I mean? And that's like to think of it in monetary margin ways with what you're talking about. You can start a small business. Yeah,
it's really, and that's exactly right. Like the way to think about it, especially with distillate, for instance, like it is hot dog water because it uses all of the parts of the plant. And that's the sort of flip side of the coin is that it's also amazing because it's not wasteful at all. You're actually putting every piece of the plant into production to create that distillate. So there's, you could be snobby about it or you could be like, this is a sustainable and amazing way to move forward with this fucking method of extraction. So,
and then move into other types of extraction if you want, if you're excited about those, but make that distillate money.
And it was really interesting to look into like the practices for scaling up and like how much plant matter you're actually going to need to like create extractions and all that kind of stuff. And it made me think about when we were touring the Stony Moose and Eric was showing us that beautiful ice water hash. Remember he pulled out that little case of jars and they just had like kind of like a fairy dust amount, you know what I mean? And just to think about the huge amount of plant matter that you need just to get it all the way down to that. Like it's pretty fascinating to think about, you know, all of the steps and all of the stages. And I'm sure that there are people listening to this who are like, yeah, dumb, but I'm fucking learning.
Yeah. Fucking cool.
Yeah.
Dang, this fellowship is rad. Thank you for bringing something in every single week
about
the week that you're learning about. Because every time you do, from how comparing cats to sativas, which made perfect sense in a way I'd never heard before.
All weed is all domestic cats. Like they're all hybrids.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
This is dope shit.
Thanks. I also just learned that Alaska, because I had to write a piece about safety regulations for homework. And I just learned that Alaska just changed, as of April 16th, just changed their regulations to now allow infused dairy butter and fats, which historically has not been allowed.
Everyone's like, how do you do ice cream? How do you do ice cream?
Because
and it's
they're
like,
not shelf stable.
Yeah.
And they can expire really badly or really quickly. So now they are allowing for facilities to produce infused dairy butter and fats, but only for sale to other manufacturing facilities. Like you and I couldn't go into a dispensary and buy it yet, but it is allowed now under the Alaska law to manufacture infused fats.
That's so smart. And then you pull that data to figure out how best to get it to consumers safely and within what window and what the rules and regs are. But first, let's get it into manufacturing and see what we need to learn.
And there will come the day when they have learned how to safely infuse like a tube of cookie dough that you can then take home like your own fucking Toll House. It's just infused and every cookie will accurately be dosed with 10 milligrams or whatever it is that you want, or you can just make one big cookie.
Yeah, or eat the dough.
Or eat the fucking dough. But it's just awesome. It's, that's another thing that I was learning about those. Like if you are making a product that is going to be taken home and baked, that's going to decarboxylate, that'll add a step. So it's actually going to change the chemical makeup of the weed. So you can't lab test it pre and post. Like you can't test it once it's gone home with the consumer. It's just all sorts of
that sounds a little further away. That's like down the road shit then.
It is down the road.
Yeah. You know. What's up? Oh, I'm having fun. Sorry.
No, this is great.
Okay,
So that was the fun of this week, is learning about extractions.
Oh, what? Are we bringing this patriarchy back?
Listen, the banana contest, okay? I was just at Trader Joe's on my way here today, picking up all these cookies. And I saw this outside and I thought you and I should enter this because of your fucking renegade banana opening style.
We could enter a Trader Joe's contest?
Yes.
I'd love to.
I just saw this. It's hashtag TJ's banana contest. It's I think, oh no, did it end already? Sunday, April 30th. Damn it.
You gate kept too long.
Why did they have this billboard out today if it was over?
No, you can't. Oh wait, you saw this today?
I took this photo on the way here.
Oh, I'm coming at you because I thought you were like sitting on this for 2 weeks.
No way, man. I took this today. I'm so bummed. I want them to open up this contest.
Yet another reason to burn it down.
Fuck the patriarchy. They screwed me over with a banana contest and I hate it.
What was the contest?
Create a banana focused dish using 5 or fewer TJ products. Take a photo, include the list of ingredients, recipe instructions, and hashtag whatever, because it doesn't matter, and then post it on your Instagram account. But we can't do any of these things because...
What would you have done?
I would have just broken one in half and been like... Hashtag Mike Glazer.
Do you think bananas would be good with Japanese flavors? Gochujang.
Gochujang, I think, is Korean.
Miso.
Yes, I do think banana and miso would be delicious.
Yeah, because they always do miso caramel on like Top Chef and stuff. Gochujang is Korean, huh?
I think so.
Okay, but still,
I might be wrong.
Do you think it would be tasty?
You're a gochujang fanatic.
I'm a fucking freak.
You're a fucking weirdo.
Oh, you don't like it? Damn.
No, I don't. I like gochujang in certain things, but not like you do. Like you mix it with sour cream and just eat it like it's just a delicious dip.
You said that and I just swallowed because it sounds so good and I want some for dinner.
Your gochujang, I'll see your gochujang sour cream mix and I'll raise you a sriracha mayo.
Oh.
I've been making my own
I think that's less
mayo.
than. I think that's less than.
You think they're... Oh, I thought you were going to say they're scissoring. Here.
Gochujang and sriracha mayo.
My sriracha mayo is scissoring your gochujang sour cream. What's going to happen? It's just going to spooge all over the place.
Yep, slip splap.
I mean, listen. I wonder yeah, we could just mix those all together and see what happens. But I do think I saw, was it Buddha made the banoffee inspired dessert on Top Chef?
Yeah, that banana shit looked crazy.
And
good.
I have been craving a banoffee banana situation since that, because a banoffee pie, you've never had one, right?
No.
I think it's only, maybe it's a British thing, but it's like, it's all of the, it's like salty and sweet and custard and caramel and chocolate and biscuits and banana.
You just made me think of the most decadent dessert I could eat on an airplane in first class flying from here to London. You just made me like think of like such a trifly treat that I have to be in the air to properly enjoy it. Like that sounds delicious.
Yeah, right? Like that banana, you know, banana pudding. I always think about that pie, that banana pudding, that pie that, or cake that Christina made for Gabrus's birthday. I love banana custard. I've been craving it. Also, I hope Buddha wins Top Chef.
Who's going to beat him?
I don't know. I get nervous sometimes.
He would he could only lose if he loses himself. He will not be beat by another contestant. The only way to beat him is if he beats himself. He's Rocky. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's the Rocky of Top Chef.
He's my favorite. I also do love Sarah, and Amar has grown on me. For anyone who's watching Top Chef season
and the
1 million.
The other dude. Ali. Ali, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. He made that fucking Muhammad thing, and I was like,
no,
I just like the way he says it.
Muhammad.
I was like, that's so hot.
When you say that, I picture your tongue doing like a little bit of a roller coaster on the Hamara part.
Muhammad. It's just sexy, man.
That's amazing.
All right.
It's a great season of Top Chef. If anyone needs my what's my password? Peacock? Is it on Peacock?
Oh, it's on Peacock. Yeah, I don't know what your
I'll
password
give 3 people
is.
who DM me the password.
Okay.
Just hit me up. Or write me that letter and go all the way back to the beginning of this app and
have my kid tell you to grow up
and I'll
for no apparent reason.
That's my password.
Grow up 2023. Great. Should we do Buds of the Week and wrap this baby up?
I guess I'm having a lot of fun, but we gotta go.
Your meter's going to expire, and I have made it so long in LA with no parking tickets, and I've gotten 3 in the past 3 weeks.
Whoa.
Yo, dude, I forgot about the street cleaning, and I truly thought my car was on the right side one day. That was one. Second was Easter Sunday. I thought it was a holiday. Evidently not.
It's not.
No, I'm contesting that one.
Yes.
Because I went to the library and it was closed, and I was like, if the library is closed, that's a fucking holiday. And number 3 was just me being a dick and thinking I could get away with it. And I could not.
Rolling the dice is okay, but the idea of a library being closed, yet you still get a ticket on a holiday?
Yeah.
No, that does not stand.
Yeah.
Go to that judge and get yourself a little
I've
script.
already requested a hearing. I'm going to show up and I'm going to be like, oh, hey, patriarchy. You can tell me what to do? I'm a woman.
And they're like, you need opioids. You need every opioid. Here's a prescription for every single opioid.
There's not enough weed in the world.
Who's your Bud of the Week?
Calm this bitch down. Oh my goodness. This is my friend Paula. If you are looking at the YouTube, this is a picture of me riding Paula in a swimming pool when we were both like just at the end of the 3-day fucking bender. We were swimming in ball gowns. It was the most fun. She's been historically one of the most fun friends I've ever had. We met in 2001 in Seattle. She's been a rock for me throughout our whole friendship. And I love her so much. And she was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. And I just, am rallying to send her all of the love from every place that she can get it, because it's a fucking tough diagnosis. And she's doing a bunch of healing modalities, including using THC oil. And so I just love and support her. And I just wanted to put this picture up because it's truly us like looking insane. But I just remembered like the feeling of joy in my heart. And that's always been our friendship, is just silliness and fun. She's the kind of person who she would make you crazy because she refused to wait in line for anything. And she would always walk up to the front of the line and just get in.
No.
Every time. Every time. I never waited with her in line for once.
I could approach that 2 ways.
Anywhere.
I can approach that the way that I feel, which is no. Or I can approach that as, damn, she got skills, which is also
Mad
true.
Skills. And by the end of like her getting in, like the people who were like running the line or whatever would like be giving her their phone number and be like, let's hang out. Like
what a legend.
Yeah, she's a legend. She's an icon.
That's awesome.
She's also got a wonderful British accent. It's like pretty hot.
Last question about her.
Yeah.
How does she feel about going to a restaurant at 8:30 that closes at 9 Mark told me a pretty crazy tale, and we have gotten many thoughts about restaurant etiquette. Do you have 30 seconds?
I do have 30 seconds. I believe, speaking for Paula, that Paula would not want to go into that restaurant because she would want to take her time and she would not feel like she could relax with people who were trying to get home.
Yep.
That's my guess because she's a good person.
Got you.
Okay, what are people saying, Mike?
Well, we've just got a lot of people who are like, you sit there and enjoy your goddamn wine, Mary Jane. And
That's true.
And other people are like, I would never go. It'd be takeout only. I would never go in there to begin with. I would never sit there past close. It's not enjoyable at that point. So it's split.
Mm-hmm.
Although, if I can tell Mark's story very quickly, he went to the Thai place down the street with his wife, 8:30, 8:28. And they said, sorry, unless it's takeout, there's no seating right now because we're just like getting ready to close at 9.
Wow. Bold.
So,
I would be like, well, I'm never coming back in here. And then I would be in the next night for just earlier.
I'm early. Told you. Proved it. Yeah.
Guess you taught me something, huh?
My butt of the week and your butt of the week. Our final butt of the week, Willie Nelson. Happy 90th birthday, sir.
Yes.
Throw in a 2-day bash at the Hollywood Bowl. His son, Micah Nelson, has been on the pod. Check out his album, Time Capsule. It's freaking amazing. The Particle Kid had a great up with us and sang with his dad and brother for 2 nights with a star-studded affair. You can read all about it online. Go on YouTube and watch all the videos. Fucking smoke a joint to this legend and enjoy the goddamn history and icon that Willie Nelson is.
90 years, man. That's so amazing. And he's done so much for like music, for fucking Farm Aid, for weed culture, for just being a great person. Like he's such a legend. So happy birthday, Willie.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to beam into our studio for like 30 seconds via FaceTime because you have other shit to do, we're here for it.
Please.
Anytime.
Beam it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll send a joint signal into the air. If you're watching, come on.
Yeah.
You can follow us at Weed and Grub on Instagram, at Weed and Grub on YouTube, at Mike and Mary Jane on TikTok. One of our things just hit 1 million, Mary Jane. Congratulations.
Wow. Congrats, Mike.
Well, maybe we'll start posting on there more now that something hit 1 milli. All right, you got my attention.
Yeah, you got to. That's fantastic. Numbers.
Yeah, and then go to my Instagram at GlazerBooHooHoo and check out all my tour dates. I'm in Denver in May and a bunch of other places, so please peep that. And then follow Mary Jane at
It's the Mayo for me, making sandwiches and talking about sexism and misogyny, having a great time doing it. Also looking for sandwich suggestions. I'm, scraping the barrel at this point. I'm going to make an egg salad tomorrow, I think.
Ooh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Nice. Last one hit 300K.
400.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.